homogenized school system where every school should be the same and there should be no difference for anybody in the universe, right? Everybody should have the exact same experience. We went over this a little bit in one of our previous sessions, so that there is no individualism, so we all act as a hive mind because hive minds are kind of cool. So in this perfect world, in school, fuck people who have like A names as their first and last names and they're first on everything. Look, I wasn't a nerd. Whenever I was in high school, I wanted to sit at the back, okay? But my name is kind of in the mid-range, so I was never like far away from the second row of class tables. And that shit, I hate the roll call system. I hate the alphabet should not rule our lives, okay? That's a Greek system that's dead, all right? That's the reason why those motherfuckers are ancient, all right? You don't see Greeks out here these days being like, oh, look at Athens, let's go to the fucking polis and to the Acropolis and fucking drink wine and praise Dionysus, okay? How many times you gonna attack me? You need to chill out, okay? Look, you do have an A name now that I think about it. Fuck those guys. Fuck the people that are first and fuck the people who are last. But this is the important part that everybody always skips over, okay? People get hung up on those that are fucked by the system, right? It's not his fault that his name begins with A. It's his parents' fault and their parents' fault for inducing these names through a family tradition that eventually that eventually leads him to have an A name, okay? The problem is the system itself, all right? The problem is the billionaires. The problem is, like, you know, whenever you're fucking washing your hands and you take more than 30 seconds and people start like, ooh, that's not really good for the environment. You're wasting a lot of water. Go fuck yourself! You know how much water, how much fuel goes into the damn stratosphere every time fucking Taylor Swift flies from the bathroom to bathroom, okay? And I don't want the Swifties on my ass, so I want to immediately retract that statement and just imagine that I said another singer slash celebrity slash, I don't want to say asshole because then that implies Swift is an asshole. She's not. She seems like a great person to a guy like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, look, alright. The problem is the system, okay? I got nothing against the people who have those names that begin with early letters in the alphabet. We shouldn't be using the alphabet to begin with. That shit's dead. I personally think we should be using glip glorps. I love interdimensional TV, and I think that should be the new standard for not only nomenclature origination, but also it should be the case simply because it's fun. You know, we miss out on a lot of fun as humans simply because we want to have everything be the fucking not the same. You know what I'm saying? Am I taking crazy pills? Where the fuck am I going? I hate this place. It's a fucking maze. Make me mod so I can deal with the bots. Yes, you are correct. Hold on, hold. Not burn. Oh, not whisper, not follow. Block Warzite. Hold. Hold on, I might actually I might need to log on to Twitch. Hold on, hold. Look at this. We're being professional. I'm sweating. I'm going on many rants. Twitch.tv, going to my channel, give myself a view. Channel. Yes, mute myself immediately so I don't hear double. Go into the chat. There it is. Warzite. How do I make you a mod? Community? Warzite. Ban, report, timeout, warn, whisper. Let me suck him! Creator dashboard? I might need to do this in a different day. It is not in the creator dashboard? Where are my mods? Where's the mod list? Why have they made all of this so fucking complicated, man? Notifications. Prime Gaming. Look. Is it the /mod and the name command? You look. Mod? Mods? /mods? Okay, mod. Yes! Jack with the fucking. Yeah! There you go. Thank you so much. Look, did I forget that slash commands are a thing in general? Yeah, it's been a fucking while since I've been a moderator on a Minecraft server. Okay, it's been many years. Many people are saying. You kind of lose touch. You can we touch on that for a second? How we lose touch on, like, I don't know, I'm an old man. Many people are saying this, but brother, is it difficult to keep up with, like, I understand why grandma needs help with learning the control remote, the controls on a remote control for it, like a TV or some shit, right? This shit gets way too complicated. It literally used to be like 4 buttons: on, off, plus, minus volume, right? And it didn't even, they had to like get up from their chair and turn a knob on the TV, all right? And their TV used to be like the size of a fucking computer, like a a computer desktop box, okay? Like, shit used to be different back in the day. And so, like, shit's evolving so much, I'm having to use so much fucking hard drive space. Oh, hello. I'm having to use so much hard drive space to deal with bullshit. Get fucked. That I forget about these simple things in life. The simple things such as slash commands. Okay, I need a towel. I need to towel myself. I am wet beyond belief, and not in the good way. Where's the towel? I know it's relatively present in my life. Oh, is it here? It is not here. I'm having to go the distance. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Oh, okay. We're getting back to a regularly scheduled program. 1 second, boys. Ugh. And fuck getting old. I know we've gone over this rant before, but grunting and making noises every time I get up and sit down, fuck that, man. Whoever put that upgrade in, whoever put that patch in, God, the first developer, I know he has like a lot of different, you know, he has his own mod team these days. You know, you got your Angels, you got your Poseidons, your Hadeses. I just need them all to remove, like, backtrack a little bit. Put us back in the Garden of Eden, man. Why must we all suffer for the sins of the mother? And I know it's the sin of the father, because it was Adam that couldn't eat it, and then, what's her name? Ava? Ava was like, nah, you gotta, dude, this apple, let it ferment a little bit, you get a cider out of it, put a little pastry on it, you get a pie out of it. Do I particularly enjoy apple pie? No. But am I a cider guy? Yes. And so, look, all I'm saying is that it's a little bit unfair. We should all get our chance at the Garden of Eden, and then after we eat apples after being told no by daddy, then we can be excised, okay? But until then, let us have cake, man. Let us eat Ava's cake. Not in the bad way. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember. Hold on. Hold. There's, we keep going down. It like coils. Hey, we're done with this already. That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Why am I picking stuff up? I just hate you. I just hate your ass. I hate your guts. I heard you. That's why I turned around. Right, I remember we got stuck a little bit here before. Don't you have a dad? Don't you have to have a dad to be told no by him? In many ways, you don't these days, you know? You can have daddies that are not necessarily blood related to you. So no. If you have what is called a brat girl summer, you can have daddies until, like, kingdom come, brother. And I'm talking about the good type. You know what I'm saying? So, no, not particularly, quite frankly. You need to get out of your straight male gaze, and you need to start seeing things from a different perspective. This crazy world of ours, it's got many people out there, many people calling themselves dads. Do you have daddies? Well, that's a little bit of a personal question, Mr. Jack 200. Do you have 200 jacks that are mistered, huh? Have you married 200 jacks? Yeah, you see, when I started, when the mirrors turned back onto the soul, you have to face some harsh truths, don't you? Yeah, you fucking... Sorry to have raised my voice at you, Mr. Jack 200, but, you know, that's a soft spot for me, okay? Daddies and dads, for me, they're a special place in my heart, and I don't want to give them up that easily, okay? Now you buy me dinner first, I might start telling you about my daddies. The cool thing is that you can have daddies multiple as well, which is kind of great. I think that's like a perk that we often overlook. Does this need to open? Am I crazy? Hello? Are you guys... Do I need to turn something on? I remember last time I came in here, I had to turn something on, right? There's like some green lights over there. Hold? It's bullshit that it doesn't automatically open. And if it does, then what the fuck? There we go. Perfect. Right. Now we can do the click one button strategy. Sorry to have gone on that little daddy rant. It's simply... On a different note, how long do you reckon it will take for you to get through Borderlands 1? So this DLC right now is about to be like the longest bit, I believe. Like all of these quests here, they bring me much pain and much not joy. All of this shit, I know that it takes a long ass time. So my original... I don't want to exit right now. Let me finish this quest first. My original not thought process, but what do I want to say? Purview? There's words out there in this world that we use many times a day. They all have different meanings, man. Approximation? That's close enough to what I want to say. My first approximation was that it was gonna take me 80 hours in total, and I think I'm about... Fuck you, Equalizer! Stop fucking haunting my dreams, bro! Is that would take 80 hours? Upon playing the game a little bit, I shortened that down in my mind to 40 hours. I think so far we've played around 12. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do this DLC to get all of the collectibles. I'm hoping that it's not a whole lot. That would make me feel fuzzy and warm inside. But I can't promise that to myself. I can't let myself down like that. Yo, call me misogynist because I'm shooting down racks? No, that one doesn't work. I apologize. This is a definition of it not being anything, okay? For those of you who hear me say, is this anything? This is the nothing, okay? This is whenever you tell me to shut the fuck up. So yeah, I'm thinking it will be around 40 hours. We're about to see how long I've been in this playthrough. Because the other 3 playthroughs that I'm gonna do with the other 3 characters, those are just gonna be, well, 2 of them are gonna be to get to max level. So I'm looking to speedrun those 2. This guy is just a yap and get to know the game a little bit. And then whenever I play Lilith, that will be like a story playthrough where I read over all the quests and I actually pay attention to the dialogue. Because I've been kind of shitting on the dialogue in this game. Not in terms of its quality, though that's also happened. But more in terms of whenever they speak, I give them no peace. To actually speak their mind, I'm kind of based like that. Call me a university debater. But how long are we in? Does it not have hours? Your profile? No. That's not what we want. Select character? Yeah, select character. 22 hours, holy! Well, it's been 23 hours as this guy. So we'll see how long it takes with the other ones. Maybe 80 hours was a good approximation. Because I'm thinking, so to get to here was 23 hours. So I'm thinking that Lilith is going to be like maybe 4 hours less, because I'm going to be reading through everything and going through every quest and really absorbing the content of the game. And then Brick and Roland, those 2 are going to be speedruns. Those 2 are just going to be as fast as I can get to max level. So I'm thinking those 2 aren't going to take more than like 5 to 10 hours each. I'm hoping. Anyways. So yeah, that's probably how long it's gonna take me. Cause I'm looking forward to not be in this game anymore. I'm looking forward to go to something called the pre-sequel. And I know many people hate on that game. I didn't mind it. Probably because I was, you know, it's whenever you try to criticize a Marvel movie and you're a Marvel fan, or criticize a Marvel movie to a Marvel fan, they'll just like put their fingers in their ears and go la la la. I like being entertained. I like my coaster ride. I was gonna say Jack Nicholson. The guy that I've been saying, Absolute Cinema, Jeff Goldblum. No, the director. You know who I'm saying. Nikola Tesla. I'm just saying people's like old people name. He was like, you know, fuck Marvel, right? So it's kind of the same way with me with the pre-sequel. I didn't mind it. Was it like at the same level as Borderlands 2? No, but no other Borderlands game is at the level of Borderlands 2. I think that's the game we're gonna have the most fun in, and it's gonna be most respected. And then as soon as we swap to Borderlands 3 and Wonderland, the quality is definitely gonna drop.
Have a look around.
We're done? We're done? 11 Racket Spices, done. And I believe we did Old Spicy and Taken Stock as well, correct? Old Spicy was 2, yes. So now we just got this parts shit to do. And then once we finish the quest proper, we will analyze within our hearts if we carry on farming for the 3D glasses and whatnot. Hold on, let me see if I have to be in a specific location. 3D glasses to get them for Borderlands. If it's just in that one area that I was getting them a bunch. From any of the cloud traps. Okay. Alright. Should be fine. Should be fine. So yes, thank you for that engaging question, Mr. Jack 200. And once again, I apologize for bringing shame to your name earlier. I was in a fugue state where I don't want to say, you know, I don't take any responsibility, because, you know, any words that come out of your mouth will be brought right back into it. And if you don't have a gag reflex, you can have some trouble keeping them all in. Wait, other way around. But you know, I was going on a rant. It was on site. I was ready to kill any bozo that came my way. And I just want to say I'm a changed man since then. I want to apologize for the hurtful things I said that day. And I hope that you find it in your heart to, it's not forgive me, but, you know, go through life without thinking of your favorite streamer and YouTuber Hedgehog as the villain, as someone that you hate watch, as someone that you come to the streams only to piss on my grave. And I know you like to do that anyways, and I don't want to shame you. That's why we're very accepting here. You know, because it's consensual, it's fine. If I die and you guys want to piss on my grave, go for it. And do I say that particularly because I don't believe I will be having a grave? Yes. So this is how politicians work, man, and being in the entertainment industry is much the same. You give out promises that you can fulfill because they won't be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll make sure that every American gets at least $5,000 as an annual salary. Oh, oops, they blocked me from doing it. No! Oh, guys, I'm on your side. Vote for me again. I'm so sorry. Political. This is, I see why Colbert does it, man. It's, and the other guy? Who's the other guy? He has a bit of gray hair, some crow's feet next to his mouth. By that I mean the wrinkle pattern, not the bird's appendages. Fuck you. He coughed? You hear that? They got lungs now. The popcorn lungs make a return. Dude, it's crazy how cyclical comedy is, huh? Not in terms of you know, what's the deal with airplane food, right? Like, that one's always a classic, but, how you can easily get, like, I'm not gonna say a laugh, right? Like, we're not kidding ourselves here, but maybe, like, an internal chuckle, like, something that your brain is like, ooh, he, like, did an Ouroboros. Fish? Fish is very good. We love fish, folks. How easy you can do a little circle, and how our brains are just like, ooh, patterns. Love it. You know what I'm saying? We're so decoded, man. We're so hacked. There's no thrill to get out of being a human these days. We're a solved race, and it saddens me. It saddens me that we can't, you know, have the joy of discovery that we used to about ourselves, you know? Like, these days, we have books about everything, including things that don't matter. Like, let's not go there. But, you know, oh. Like the Twilight Saga, am I right? Am I right, men? Men? But these days, women have more taste. I hear that women are gooners, more than men are with books. They're always reading porn, which is, I think, in men's terms, if we want to be misandrist about it, based, because porn is the only thing that men are engaging with these days, right? So it's kind of based of women. It's very man behavior of women to be constantly reading porn all the time. Like, even on the train, dude. Even on the damn train. Isn't that... You know. If you see Akatar out there, in the wild, just know that that woman is gooning, and she's living her best life. And quite frankly, you shouldn't bother her. And not particularly just the women that are reading Akatar, but, you know, just in general, you shouldn't bother them. We're feminists. We're pro-feminist in this channel. Before I dig myself a bigger hole. Revolver, I'm not a fan. Sorry. Am I picking stuff up again? I'm not right. I've been good with avoiding it. We have a couple things in my efforts to suck up all of the delicious parts.
Lady luck, be kind.
Dude, Twitch kind of goes crazy. Because you banned that guy, Warzite. I don't know if you can see the same mod message that I can, but there's you know, it's all bot accounts, so there's an alt account of a bot, and I'm letting you guys peer behind the veil here, of the streamer side of things. I don't see many streamers doing that these days, and you know, I like to be proactive. Like, someone just messaged me that got not the same person that got banned. I'm making this like so much more difficult than it needs to be. And Twitch gives you a little message. It says it holds their message from being shown in public, which honestly, big fan. And it says likely ban evader. Very, very cool, very demure. Very AI driven, perhaps, maybe not as based, but some pretty cool feature. Thanks, Twitch. Always looking out for the big guys. I know that if I want to climb my way through Twitch, I gotta open an OnlyFans account, and I'm not sure I'm there yet mentally. But is it fully out of the cards? Who knows? Masks exist for a reason, right? Whoop. I can call myself my name backwards on OnlyFans and nobody would ever know. Ow, okay, look, I'm just slowly focusing on killing things one at a time. I need to get off my ass. I think we're just gonna keep coming back to these two places, right? There's no point in not making use of these, like, constantly spawning little guys. Did you just say Escobar? Where are you? Where are you? You need to fuck... Oh, freedom fighter. Okay, never mind. Carry on. That's he's RPing. He's LARPing. Please just let me die. That's kind of fucked up. I know people can sympathize. I know it's like a very relatable thing to say these days, but you know, we preserve our lives here, okay? At least for the time being. You know, you never know when, and I know this is a fear for many people, so I apologize for triggering you immediately. But I know many of us out there, and not me included this time. Oh, doxed. I know not me included, who are a little. Did my brain break? Do I have my head tilted slightly to the side as you ever have back whenever you had a PlayStation or an Xbox? This might not have been an Xbox issue because of skill difference, but as a PlayStation user, whenever I had my first PlayStation, there was a point in its you know, planned obsolescence life where the disc reader was not so good. Was it because I never cleaned it because I was a child? Probably. I'm not gonna put it past it. I don't know if that was exactly the reason. I'm not gonna, you know, give myself too much flack for something that I had no consciousness over. But there was a point in its planned obsolescence life where it just stopped reading CDs altogether, and I had like, it was a very, very good strategy, which revolved around getting other PlayStation game boxes and putting like, I think it was like 6 or 7 of them to give the PlayStation 1 a like 45 to 70 degree angle of verticality, of, you know, diagonal, and that would make it so the disc reader would work again. And that was wizardry, right? I don't know how we discovered it, what how humans got so far as to decipher machines that they themselves had created. Okay. We're having a lot of problems. Let's calm down. But that is old tech was kind of fucked up, huh? And I know if it's in a way it's much more fucked up nowadays. Simply because of how complex and amazing it is at the same time. Like, can we think about that for a second? The fact that we fucking dominated rocks? Like, you can't tell me that that shit is not like sigils, bro. The little like square patterns that we're making on, like, you know, a micrometer, a nanometer of space. Like, our asses are kind of fucking wizards, right? Like, not coders in particularly, but like motherboard manufacturers. And ooh, legendary. And I know that these days, ooh, a crux. We must see. Bally one. Yes, I think that's the other crux, baby. Like dude, it's fucking insane. Because we took from the ground, right? Like, think about human evolution for a second, or at least like progression if you don't, if you want to stay in the channel. We use rocks to beat on rocks to make sharp rock, right? We would go over to a volcano for some fucking reason and get this glass shard, or if you had Minecraft at the time, you could just like mine obsidian with a diamond pickaxe. We would get that. Also, how fucked up is it that they patched being able to use rocks on obsidian to having to get like diamonds first? That's a story for another day, but just a little aside of how fucked society is. And we fucking took rocks to those types of things to make sharp, to kill things fast, right? Make tool. Big barbarian, big smart. And imagine how smart those fuckers were in those days, right? Like, there was 100% a caveman out there who was like, bro, this guy just made a weapon out of rocks, man. This guy's crazy. This guy's a wizard. This is our town shaman. Like, right? That's like the first thing. Nope. That's the first thing. Second thing. I've only gotten 2 cans of oil so far, which makes me a little sad. Anyways, like, I feel like, and I know we do in a way by giving them a lot of money to do the lovely things that they do. But like, these motherfuckers are rock benders, right? These guys are from the Avatar universe. They're out here making little circuit boards that are like, that fit inside a USB cable, right? And like, there are these wires sold by fucking the CIA or NSA or whatever that cost like $20,000 that have a mini computer in the wire's head, the thing that goes into your fucking phone or computer or whatever, and it fucking, like, it connects to the Wi-Fi? Like, why we are wizards, bro? So yeah, that's my little rant about how humans are fucked up. Hope you enjoyed. We're done with this quest. We're unfortunately not done with the 3D glasses or any of the other bullshit quests that we have to collect a bunch of stuff. How am I feeling? I'm feeling like I'm about to start playthrough 2, get a little bit more items, and then maybe come back when the banter, anytime the banter gets a little strong, we can come over here and just be brainless about it.
Over here! I need your help with something.
Completed a crazy request for Tannis. That's an achievement get right there. I briefly turned it off. Ew.
Let's hope you're more
So not only
useful
did you
than
want to just like build a robot friend, but you just made her look like you? And I'm just going with the short hair, by the way. You're a freak, Tannis. If you could, you're the type of person that would make clones of yourself to read Akatar with. And I'm not sure I can condone that type of behavior, but it's just the truth of human nature. So that was the last quest of the DLC. So we are done with all of the DLC quests currently. Let's go kill Motorhead. See if he drops his dongle. T-Bone Junction. Me. See if he drops his little guy. We might farm him a little bit now, just so I don't have to come back here ever. And will we carry on? Will we do the claptrap? We'll see. We'll see. I'm still. It's cooking in my head. There's a pressure cooker. There's steam coming out of my ears. You know, doing the train sound, like. Chicka, 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 chicka. And then just a bunch of, like, you know, pssh, you know the scene I'm talking about. They've done it in Harry Potter before. They were eating gummies at a bed because they were boys and they were doing things that boys do. You know, Ron pretended to be an elephant or a lion, and then one of the other kids pretended to be an elephant or a lion, and then Harry ate one, and they're like, "Oh no, dude! You ate the fucking the one that makes your ears go like a train, dude." Man, cartoons were peak, huh? That's some cartoon humor right there. That is like the type of shit that makes you, you know, so horny that you blank yourself. You know what I'm talking about? The wolf that's in the at the like I'm not sure if it's definitely not a brothel. There's a name for it. A burlesque show, perhaps? I don't know if those have the same meaning as today. Cabaret, perhaps? Cabaret is more in tone with what I'm thinking. So it's a cartoon wolf? No. Yes? Coyote, perhaps? He sees a gorgeous looking girl and he goes, "Huh?" And then his eyes come out of his face. Like, you know, like 3 meters in front of him. They get even wider. Like, and then, and it's like, "Oh, woo, woo, woo." His tongue unfurls onto the table. Hold, chopper? No chopper? Chopper, no chopping? Alright, we carry on with the bit. You know what I'm talking about? And then he takes out a huge, mallet made out of wood. And just beats his own head senseless, trying to just kill himself from how horny he is. You know what I'm talking about. That we need some of that back, you know? Did they do that shit with the Roger Rabbit? That might have been in the Roger Rabbit movie, don't get me wrong. It might have been was it Jojo Rabbit? What was the name of the Gyat? In the red dress that everybody got obsessed with, including Mr. Rabbit himself. George Rabbit? Mr. George Rabbit? Fuck, dude, Taika Waititi? Cool director? But why? I keep going the wrong way. Why did he have to make a movie so close to, like, we already had a Rabbit movie? Jessica Rabbit, that's right. Like, that's so close, dude. Jojo Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit. That's exactly it. Yeah. So I believe it's in the scene where she's like singing at a bar, and this little guy gets so horned up that he literally must kill himself. I think the ghost leaves his body at some point, and like, you know, is enamored. Like, he has his hands next to his chin, and his body begins floating away before being pulled back into his body. Maybe we don't need cartoons back. Maybe cartoons are fucked up. Maybe they should stay wherever they are. Now, the more I describe it, the more it's like traumatizing. But as a child, it's super funny, right? Like, as a child, you see some shit like that, and you're like, ha ha ha. Like, you see fucking Roadrunner killing the shit out of Coyote, and be like, ah, that's funny. Or fucking Tom from Tom and Jerry getting a bullet to the heart because fucking Jerry decided to dress himself like a goddamn cowboy, and they're like walking towards each other menacingly in the desert while like the
Another trophy from my
plays
wall.
itself. I need this unique to drop pronto. I don't know why I'm picking shit up, bro. I'm in the zone. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, I need this fucker to drop his weapon yesterday. What's the name of the weapon? Chopper? Because dude, chopping. I hate that term for cars. Like it just, and I understand, like, you're chopping some parts off, but it also means modifying the car. Like, just, there's, you know, and I know some people, some intellectuals out there call it, you know, a modded car. But there are some old heads that are still saying, you know, I chopped my car, I pinned my Ryan, and I'm like, come on, man. The English language is meant not for barriers, but for freedom, right? We're supposed to use it to better ourselves as a society. It's the lingua franca of the world, and we're using the same words for shit. Mutton chops? Like, pick one, man. You know, there's a lot of terms in English that fuck me up, man. I remember whenever, and this is a little bit of a callback to, I think, a thought process that I didn't finish many moons ago, where I was talking about how, you know, whenever you're a kid, certain words that you learn stick with you and kind of hold their meaning until a much later date in life. You either realize what they meant, or you get told by someone that you've been saying it like a stupid bozo your whole life. I got that with gentleman, man. One day I wrote it out or something. And these perceptions, these moments of enlightenment, usually come whenever you're having like a particularly frontal lobe development day.
Like me.
Chopper me! You're having a particular day where, you know, your sense of awareness matches that of Spider-Man's. And I, you know, yes, Molly 1, yes, it's not SNS. I wrote gentleman, and I was like, oh, gentle man. And I confided in a friend of mine how that had blown my mind, and he just called me a dumb piece of shit. And I was like, what the hell, man? I just came to this like marvelous conclusion about the English language, and you're making fun of me? That's fucked up, bro. What's the percentage drop chance on this motherfucker? Hold on. We're going to Google Town. Chopper drop rate. Borderlands 1. The chopper. Drop rates. Hold on. More options me. Save and exit me. Drop rate. When farming, despite precise verified drop rates, oh yeah, I mean, this is just like a fucking 5%. All right. You know what? I'm chilling right now. I'm gonna I'm at a good place. Okay, I work with some voice stuff, right? And one thing that I kind of get, it's a little difficult sometimes. I'm not saying it's like the most difficult job in the world. Is getting the cadence right. Like obviously, you know, having good diction helps. Having a good helps too. But I'm talking about, you know, enunciation as well as pronunciation. And sometimes the cadence, getting the right beat, it's I almost need a metronome to be like, I can't rush this. I gotta speak at a relative pace. And I know this is a skill that retail workers acquire naturally in the wild. But getting that retail voice on, not necessarily the smile. Sometimes the smile helps. You can hear a smile. You ever you ever think how fucked up it is that us as human beings have evolved as social animals to the point where we can tell the emotions that people are expressing over a audio-only medium? Because you can tell when a motherfucker's smiling, right? The same way you can sometimes tell if they're lying or if they're sad or, you know, but that's a little bit more tonally different. But mostly the smiling, it's such a small, like, inflection to their voice. But whenever they're smiling, you can tell that there's a wider gap from Joker Scar to Joker Scar. That's like the easiest way I could put that. Swatter. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for Masher. the chopper. You know what I'm talking about? It's many people are saying this, Jerry. It is social animals are screwed up, man. No, and I know bees usually are the example to go to, right? Like they're happy as a unit, as a hive, some would say. But for me, I think that you know, there's a little bit of worth in individuality. I know that that's a very controversial topic and you know, something that I could get perhaps burned at the stake for at a different point in time. But you know, you don't need to conform. Let's mask off, baby. We're no longer speaking in riddles. We're no longer you know, utilizing words that are sophisticated and are only used for those that have grown up with us and know exactly the meaning of them. There's no, you know, inner fucking joke here. You don't need to have been watching for 30 years to understand, okay? We're speaking in plain fucking English, all right? Just be yourself. And I know what you might be thinking. I don't have a personality. That's quite frankly your problem that you have to fix, probably. And no, being an Aries, sorry, that feels targeted. Insert your signal here. That ain't it, man. Like, find something else. You can use your horoscope to guide you. You know, many of us don't know who we are, and so we're always trying to find. Can I jump from up there? I feel like I'll die if I do, but I can give it a try next time. You know, many of us don't necessarily know who we are, right? As we grow up, we're kind of just in this fucked up world. The chopper. What does a chopper look like? So I know what I'm looking for. It's a rifle. Okay, so now at least I have eyes. Legendaries are everywhere for those with the eyes to see. You don't necessarily need something that is orange in color to appreciate its value. We get deep here. Not necessarily as deep as Dead Deep, because that guy is fucked up in the head. You guys ever watch The Boys? I'm on season 1 particularly, and I know what you're gonna say. What the fuck, buddy? I'm sorry. I need a life of slow injections. Okay, I'm not trying to get an immediate high. I'm not trying to get an overdose. Will I binge some stuff? Absolutely. You guys ever binge an anime? Or anything in particular? It's you know, it gets you going at times, and whenever you get something going, it's hard to stop. And that's why gooning has had such an effect in the psyche of our younger generation, and I think we need to help them. I think by providing, I believe it was Kellogg's. We need to include Kellogg's in every young man's life. to make sure that they're not horny and they leave some space for the Lord. Amen. Fuck schools with rules, man. We're talking about uniforms the other day. I grew up in places where I didn't need to wear uniforms. Because I wasn't in a fucking military country, right? So they didn't need to instill this sense of belonging. We got that out of fucking being social. We have that in our fucking DNA, okay? We don't need to... It's mostly so they can control it, right? I'm mostly joking.
Another trophy from my wall.
No. No, we hate these. We hate them, and we move on. You know, we were free to wear whatever we saw fit. Does that mean that sometimes someone would want to come to school dressed as a Disney princess? Yes, but was that in, like, first grade and you don't remember? Yeah. Is there a problem with that? No, it's not even in first grade. It's in fucking preschool, right? What's the problem with getting, you know, it's gonna get frayed, dirty, and you're probably gonna have to sell it / destroy it afterwards. But, you know, that's how you learn the consequences of your actions. You know, it gives you a head start in life to get with the program earlier rather than later.
Going too slow.
So substance abuse, that's a light topic. You guys ever get high, get drunk? I think I might have touched on this the other day, but I didn't get drunk until I was in my, like, early 20s. Maybe even mid-20s? I think it was closer to mid-20s, actually. I think I got drunk for the first time whenever I was 24. And boy, oh boy, I could see the appeal. You know, there's a reason why there are many drunks out there, people. I know this is something that is a little bit hard and maybe a shock to some of you to realize. But yeah, if you never touched alcohol, well, good for you. It's a good idea. Would I say, yeah, it's good to, you know, you have your experiments. But if you have an addictive personality, staying away from it definitely helps you out in the long run, I gotta say. And yeah, I was going through a rather depressive part of my life, and guess what? Alcohol is a depressant, man. Don't be looking at it as a solution. The first time I got tipsy, I was like, yo, I get it. I get why that guy bought his own
Not bad.
I was gonna say defibrillator. You know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I should get scavenged, shouldn't I? Let's try it. Let's see if this does something for us. Let's see if this actually helps us in any way. I've completely forgot that I'm Mordecai and I can do that. Yeah, getting tipsy, getting your mind altered in that way, seeing the world through these I'm not gonna say rose-tinted glasses, right? Because that's a different connotation. That's like, you know, more nostalgia in a sense. Because you know, it's for those of you in photography, it's sepia. Oh, of course, rose-tinted. What are you, a troglodyte? No, fucking, you know, it's seeing the world through different lens and remembering things fondly and perhaps a little bit erroneously. You know, you're kidding yourself a little bit with your memory sometimes. And that's kind of the vibe. Sometimes you gotta chill out, and so yeah, and then getting drunk for the first time as well, and I think only time. I've only gotten properly drunk once, and I had, you know, I didn't pass out, but my friend's garden was a little greener than usual, a little chunkier than usual, and there was great shame in that. I felt like my ancestors looked down upon me. Well, maybe not my ancestors, because I've had a lot of alcoholics in my family, so perhaps some, maybe not my ancestors, but maybe, you know, Adam and Eve were up there saying, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know, watching over their billions of, I don't know, can I shorten it? Instead of saying staying here for the rest of the time, saying great, we can just say, like, decahedron great grandsons, granddaughters, grandpeople. with shame in their eyes. Yeah, you guys ever feel that, by the way? You have a family member die, and then for the first like year, you know, even if you're like an extreme skeptic and you don't really like rate it, oh, you don't do as much damage because I've put away my.
So big, so angry, so dead.
I've put away my damage guy. You know what? The damage guy. Am I getting? I don't know if I'm getting this. These pluses. Chance to drop an additional item. That's ransack. Am I getting ransack? I hope my sack is grand, man. But you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to go into. So yeah, substance abuse. You know. And then I've done a little bit of gummy weed. I'm not a smoker. Look, I had a pretty and this is a tip for all of you out there that are in extreme social situations with a lot of smokers and you don't want to get into smoking and you're kind of like, oh, what the fuck should I do about this? First of all, you shouldn't be looking to a Borderlands video on YouTube, a random episode, to gain this this advice. But you know, maybe I'm about to give you the keys to the kingdom. First of all, don't get peer pressure. Don't worry about it, right? That's the first thing. But in lieu of that, like, I'm sure you already know that, and you're like, come on, give me the golden path. Show me the way, Lisan Al-Gaib. Suddenly you have asthma, okay? Now, do I have real asthma? Yes. Was it still a great excuse to not smoke? Yeah, absolutely. You just say, if I smoke, my lungs will literally collapse. Sorry, guys, I wish I could partake. I wish I could go out there into that small glass box just outside the building and smell nothing but fucking burning fumes for 10-15 minutes. But sorry, if I smoke, I might die. And so, yeah, guys, oh, I know it sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a 15-minute ass poop instead. You know, you can always get ways to capitalize on breaks, right? Because I know that's like one of the benefits of smoking is that you get 5 minutes off of work every 3 hours. Is that necessarily a reason to get into it? I don't believe so. Unless you get one of those plastic cigarettes that like have an LED at the front, and you don't actually put anything in it. Maybe you put water in it and just use it as like a mouth humidifier. If you need that, you're in trouble, by the way. But you know what I'm talking about? Hold on.
I don't think he liked me.
These do not look like the chopper. They're not. And so, look, okay? There you go. I've just given you the golden excuse. Now, can you use that for anything else? No, but as the king of being sick as a teenager, I do have a couple of things that you can. So first of all, it really helps if you've been genuinely sick for most of your life. There's a facial expression, and one that I've faked, honestly, not that many times in my life, but it definitely has happened. Especially, like, if I feel like shit, but my face is fine, I'll default to that, like, emotional expression. Otherwise, I'm usually, like, that depressed anyways, that my expression sells it, and I don't need to fake my way through it. But that's the first thing. If you haven't been chronically ill for a lot of your life, then what you can do instead is simply look up, go into Weber Cooks, and just look in have a mirror set up next to your monitor, and just match his facial expression. You gotta get those eyebrows slightly lowered, you know, your eyes slightly closed, your voice has to be in a monotone version of itself. Brother, again, there are many kingdoms out there, and I hold the keys to, like, I would say a good amount of them. So there you go. You can have copies for that as well. That is a great way to get out of doing pretty much anything. You know, if you're sick and you don't want to go help your friend move, you don't need to say, "Oh, I'm busy that day." You can say, "I'll try," but I've been feeling a little shitty recently. And then on the day, "Oh man, fuck, man, I just woke up. I had a real bad headache. I'm gonna have to just, like, you know, Take 50 paracetamol or something. Make my peace with God. Go to my local church and get baptized again, just in case multiple times helps. Sorry, dude. There you go. You're welcome. And I know what you're saying. Yeah, obviously, like that works. But no. I think what you're hearing is, you know, that excuse is not gonna fly out here, bozo. And I'm telling you, just be sick a lot. and then anytime you're in any sort of way, people will be more likely to, you know. Again, it really helps if you've been really sick. And also, this is for the people out there who actually need it. If you're a narcissistic piece of shit, that advice is not for you. You know what my advice for you is? Go fuck yourself. Because I sure know you don't give a shit about anyone else but yourself. And so, yeah, suck on a big doo-doo. If that upset you, if me saying if you're a narcissist, go fuck yourself, and you're like, I'm not a narcissist, why are you telling me to go fuck myself? Then I'm sorry to say, that maybe there's a little bit of introspection needed in this future of yours. You know, not everything comes easy. I'm gonna lose my mind, by the way, if this chopper here, if this death chopper continues to elude me. I mean, 5%. Look, I know my odds, okay? I know that if I run this guy 50 times, there's 100% guaranteed that I'll get it like 5 times. Is that it? Hold on. 100 times, 5 times. Yeah. So if I run this guy 100 times, I get 5 times. So if I run into this guy 50 times, I'll get 2.5 choppers guaranteed. That's how probabilities work. If your maths teacher tries to tell you otherwise, they're fucking lying to you, okay? In truth, and I think most people have this figured out because I see it in chats all the time. In truth, probabilities are always 50%. They'll either happen or not, right? Like that goes for you, you know, that, not train, but train works. Any type of public transport that you're getting on tomorrow, it's gonna crash. There's nothing you can really do about it, other than trust the coin toss of whether or not it won't, okay? If you go through life thinking to yourself, I'm gonna get fucked here, yeah, you will. And then every time you don't, which is probably gonna be like 99.9% of your existence, suddenly you'll be pretty chuffed with yourself. Suddenly you'll be like, oh, I didn't get fucked. Okay. We're pogging. We're sigma moding. I don't know, I know skibbity is like, it's bad, but it's also anything, right? Like, dude, like, help me with this skibbity. It's like a thingy. That's also, like, skibbity is such a motile, a multi-purpose word. You know what I'm saying? They got those cameramen. They're cooking. They're cooking those toilets. You guys, I haven't been ever trick-or-treating. That's another piece of cultural behavior that I never really participated in. Mostly because if I did it in the places that I grew up, I would die. And then by the time I wouldn't die, if I went outside trick-or-treating or be kidnapped, I was too old to partake. So it's not something I've had the joy of participating in. But hold. You guys been trick-or-treating recently? There's kids out there with GoPros on their heads. There's kids out there doing a little bit of skibbity roleplay and LARPing for Halloween. And you know what? That's when you know that you've reached a point of, oh shit, this is something. Like, it doesn't, not only is it in the common parlance already, so you already know that it's like, you know, shaped the universe.
Not bad, not bad.
But fuck you, man. But you know that, I don't know, I think it would be kind of cool, you know, especially, and look, I know they were causing havoc, but, those kids that were going to the Minions movie dressed in suits, taking it like it's the most serious thing in the world, and then they started getting turned down, because obviously, like, you know, a lot of those kids would be dipshits and just throw popcorn all over the place. But come on, man. Like, you know, let them eat their cake. Going over watching minions in a suit. It's such a, you know, a period